Yo guys, Spike here. Today I will continue recapping you the anime named My Dress Up Darling. As you remember in the previous episode, Sajuna accepts offer to cooperate with Gojou and Marin. Wakana seriously explains the role-playing thing to his grandfather and hands over the results of his doll practice to his grandfather. The grandfather believes that it takes more to make good dolls than just by looking at the dolls. During his time helping Marin, Wakana also grows. Applying makeup to a person is the same as applying makeup to the dolls, and he needs to focus. With the purpose of getting to know the characters, Wakana comes to Marin's house to watch anime. It is his first visit to a friend's home, especially it is Marin's place. Wakana is very nervous but suddenly feels a lot more relaxed after seeing the peripheral products of different characters in Marin's room. Marin enjoys spending time alone with Wakana. Her face is full of excitement, and she offers to cook for Wakana. Although Marin is not satisfied with her cooking, Wakana eats the food happily. After learning about the character, Wakana asks Sajuna for a lot of makeup tips. He looks at Sajuna's past photos and admires the skilled photographer. Because the photo is taken by Sajuna's sister, Shinju, Wakana wants to ask Shinju to teach him how to shoot good photos. They come to the meeting place together because Marin also wants to learn shooting skills. What surprises them is that although Shinju is a junior school student, her height has already reached 5 feet 10. Shinju teaches them about her shooting experience. She loves taking pictures of her older sister, but for some reason she has never tried cosplay. In order to confirm the shooting effect, they come to the studio in advance, because the studio is modeled after an old abandoned building. Sajuna is too scared to enter, but she has been very obsessed with magic girls since she was a child, and even if this dream can never be realized, she will become a magic girl through cosplay. So no matter how scared she is, she will grit her teeth and persevere. Wakana doesn't expect Sajuna to give so much importance to this shoot and wonders why she asks him to make costumes. Sajuna tells Wakana that she feels a strong sense of jealousy when she sees Marin's photo. From that moment on, she falls madly in love with the clothes made by Wakana. With Sajuna's telling, Wakana gets a great sense of accomplishment. It feels like the feeling grandfather feels when he knows he likes dolls. Grandfather says that his greatest wish is to make people fall in love with the dolls he makes at first sight. Now Wakana finally understands how his grandfather felt at that time, which moves him to tears and vows to make something that satisfies Sajuna. Sajuna is shaken by a boy for the first time, and she faints directly after being shocked. After the final exams, Marin takes Wakana to the beach. The gentle sea breeze relaxes Marin a lot, and she excitedly invites Wakana to go to the sea together. Wakana accidentally sees Marin's underwear, and he sits there dumbfounded, only to come to his senses after a long while, guided by Marin. Wakana plucks up the courage to walk into the sea. He has been immersed in the world of dolls since he was a child, and has never cared about the things around him. This is his first time to the beach, and he is grateful for giving him the opportunity to see the sea. Marin is impressed by Wakana's sincerity and makes appointment with him to go out together during the summer vacation. Looking at the smile on Wakana's face, Marin runs away shyly. Using the photography techniques taught by Shinju, Marin takes pictures of Wakana. On this wonderful summer by the sea, they share the most precious memories. A few days later, Wakana finishes this cosplay suit. Sajuna is experienced and has helped Marin a lot with makeup. On top of that, Shinju also makes a brave attempt. She likes cosplay, but she is afraid that she will not do well and be hated by her sister, so she has not tried it yet. Shinju chooses a male character because she is very plump. Wakana uses a corset and shoulder pads to help her hide her figure. With Wakana's help, Shinju's cosplay receives very high reviews. As a photographer, Shinju takes a lot of beautiful photos. When Sajuna looks at the photos, she is surprised to find that she likes not only the photos of Wakana, but also the photos of Marin. If there is another chance, she is not averse to continue cooperating with them. In the following story, Marin chooses a very sexy character. Because the character's costumes are so revealing, Wakana thinks he'll be able to finish it soon. In order to play the role, Marin specially applies a tanning foundation. She comes to Wakana's house in the heat and has to borrow Wakana's bathroom to take a shower. Wakana blushes a little when he sees Marin changes into his clothes. Marin brings a lot of props, but because she accidentally hits her head, she has to do the cosplay next time. Marin keeps her promise to take Wakana out whenever she has time. Marin picks out a lot of clothes for Wakana and secretly buys a t-shirt that identifies with Wakana's. They have a great time, but when Marin asks when the cosplay will take place, Wakana tells her that he can't accompany her this time because the costume is too revealing. Wakana doesn't have the courage to watch Marin shoot. Marin thoughtfully says that she will complete the shoot at her own home and deliberately offers to send him the photos. Seeing Wakana's shy look, Marin smiles contentedly. After that, they go to the manga cafe together. In the cramped environment of the booth, Wakana and Marin have a lot of physical contacts. Marin recommends a character of a comic book that she loves, but she thinks the character is too cute for her. Wakana feels that Marin is a perfect fit for the role if she just changes her hairstyle, and Marin is impressed by Wakana and decides to bravely give it a try. Under Marin's influence, Wakana grows to like this manga. A few days later, Marin sets up the shooting location in a love hotel. Considering the peculiarities of the love hotel, Wakana acts very nervously. It isn't until Marin puts on the costume that Wakana's attention is diverted. Because the manga's style is so simple, Wakana has to design her own costumes. Marin loves Wakana's clothes, and from her perspective, she considers freedom of creation as a joy in cosplay. Wakana prepares a lot of props to help Marin better integrate into the character. To achieve the effect of the backshot, Wakana lets Marin sit on top of him. Just as they are excited about the shooting effect, and seductive sound suddenly comes from the next door. Wakana then finds himself just taking pictures and is unaware of their posture. Fearing that he would be embarrassed in front of Marin, he urges her to leave as soon as possible. Just then, the hotel calls to ask if they are renewing the room. Wakana relives and hurriedly leaves with Marin. When he gets home, Wakana also keeps thinking about Marin and doesn't know what to do with her. Towards the end of her summer vacation, Marin is caught up in the hustle and bustle, working part-time and doing homework every day. Wakana doesn't know what Marin is doing for part-time job until he sees the magazine photos she takes. The DSLR camera that Marin wants to buy is very expensive, so she takes on a lot of shooting tasks. Having a rare chance to meet Wakana, Marin offers to invite him to watch a horror movie together. Wakana loves the special effects and makeup of the film and watches it many times. Marin is so frightened by the movie that she doesn't dare to watch more. Wakana comes back with Marin to pick up her homework, since she has left her math homework at school. While passing by the pool, Marin accidentally falls into the water. Wakana doesn't expect Marin to not know how to swim and is taken aback by her. Marin tells Wakana that she enjoys sitting on the beach and watching the sea, even if she can't swim. Wakana relates with Marin just like he likes dolls very much, even he has never been able to draw well the faces of dolls. After Marin finishes her summer homework, they come to the temple fair to watch the fireworks. Wakana sees Marin wearing a yukata for the first time and can't help but feel a little moved. This summer, Wakana has a lot of experiences he has never had before. What he experiences with Marin is worth remembering for the rest of his life. Looking at Marin beside him, Wakana has a lot of complicated feelings in his mind. After the fireworks display, Wakana carries Marin on his back and goes back. Marin is not used to clog shoes and accidentally wears her feet out. She feels sorry and vows to be more careful next year. Marin lies on Wakana's shoulder and promises to watch fireworks displays all over Japan with him next year. At the end of the story, Marin accidentally clicks on a horror movie. Too scared to sleep, she calls Wakana. When Wakana is about to fall asleep, Marin reveals her heartfelt voice and says, "I love you" to him. The whole story ends here. Fully considers the specific process and details of cosplay and costume production, and the logic and development of the story are all based on these settings, making the plot more natural and smooth. This brings the end of the first season.